About 3 minutes, guys. About 3 minutes until we go live here. Race number 1, so we'll bring them in about 2.5 minutes. Then we'll get my 21.5 drivers out here to get the track all blown off. We'll take 2 marshals in the middle, 2 marshals in the exterior, and then the rest of the marshals just fill in around the exterior. Spread yourselves out amongst the racing surface. Because we're going to go live with SC Mod in about 2.5 minutes. That's going to be Jason Mertes, David St. Martin, Jason Enoch, and Chris Johnson. Marshall's going to be my 21.5 spec buggy. There's only 2 track blowers out there. You're going to start directly in front of you in the middle of the track if you're sitting in one of those chairs, and then you're going to blow the direction of the track and put your blower down at the other chair. Same kind of system, different kind of track layout. You'll go around that way. Yep, normal. Same way you drive. If you may have noticed, there's corner numbers on the exterior red wall of the track. No matter how many years we do this, I always forget which one's which, so by the time I call out the corner, you'll probably already be crashed anyways. So just keep your head on a swivel. If you go watch it in, it's already over. They already crashed. You just got to say the number, 1, 1. I was working in the shop this weekend, and it sounded like a bunch of golfers out here. You just kept hearing 4, 4 all weekend. All right, bringing in Lucas. 21.5 guys out there. Get that track blown off. SC Mod, you guys are up. Those of you that haven't raced the oval before, we're going to do a couple warm-up laps, and then we will line them up on the front straightaway directly in front of you in the order, and then we'll do one really slow lap around, and I'll get you coming out of the turn 4, which is going to be the corner to your left. So we're going to do one really slow lap around led by the number 1 car, and then I'll give you the, the call out that we're ready to roll, that we're green. Yeah, that's about, yeah. They're making their way up here. Enoch putting the body clips on right now. I don't see Chris Johnson. There he is. He's walking up. Nice and quiet. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to put on a request radio from back in the day. For the oval? No, you can't do that during oval. All right. These guys making their way up here. Enoch making his way. A little bit of SC Mod. Let me turn the practice off here. Everybody else checking in here. Enoch checked in. There's Mertes. Chris Johnson. All right. Couple warm-up laps here. And then after about 2 more laps, or whenever you determine your car's all locked in, we're going to line them up on the front straightaway. The order is going to go Jason Mertes, David St. Martin, Jason Enoch in the 3, Chris Johnson in the 4. So Jason Mertes is going to lead us out. All right, whoa. We're just going to line them up first. We're going to theoretically grid them up. right in front of you, front straightaway. So bring them around, line them up real nice and close in front of you. So we got Mertez followed by St. Martin. Line them up directly in front of you guys on the front straightaway, right in front of you, right looking down. Yep, David's got the way here. So we're going to line them up and stop them. Jason Mertez, David St. Martin, Jason Enoch, and Chris Johnson. All right, we're all lined up here. Mertez going to lead us around nice and slow. Mertez, the field is yours. So nice and easy. And go, 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 go. Here we go. Mertez a little wide on lap number 1. These guys racing together. They're racing the clock. A little wheel rubbing there going out of 3 and 4. Enoch diving to the inside there, keeping it below the paint. Up on the berm. Again, Enoch. Oh, man, catches a little too much of that berm there, spinning around. David St. Martin showing as your leader early on. 5-5 last time across the line for St. Martin. 43 lap run. Johnson on a 43. Mertez 39. Enoch 38. 40 seconds in. 3:20 to go. Orange and blue coming out of 4. That's your leader right now. St. Martin looking smooth out there in the SC mod. These guys soaking in the last week of oval we got here. We're going to throw down a track rebuild this weekend, put another off-road back in this bad boy. Getting ready for the U.S. Buggy Champs. Off-road guys rejoice. 110 in, 250 to go. Oh, man, hard contact with the exterior wall there from Enoch. Enoch in that purple with the green, number 18. Chris Johnson up to the 2. Him and Enoch going wheel to wheel in the front straightaway. 130 in, 230 to go. Johnson and Enoch dicing it up out there. But it's St. Martin, your leader, orange with the blue. Working out of 2 right now, down the back straight. St. Martin across the line with a 5.6. He's got a hot lap of 5.4. 2:15 to go, 43 lap pace working for our leaders. Johnson in that 2 spot. Separation 0.6 of a second right now. Oh, man, Johnson, a little contact with Mertez there. Hard on the binders, hangs on. Mertez give him a little bit of room. Johnson across the line with a 6.1 the previous recovery lap there, 5.7, 1:45 to go. St. Martin with a 1.4 the gap now. Getting a little bit of breathing room. Leader working in that front straight. Johnson in that all white gold number 1. That's our number 2 driver. Enoch in the 3. Followed by Mertez, 1:30 to go. Oh, man, these guys almost going 3 wide and 3 and 4. St. Martin working with Mertez here, our leader, that orange and the blue. 1:15 to go. Five, 6 last time by for David. 1 second the gap, though. Johnson starting to close in. Another 5.6 for St. Martin. 5.7 for Chris Johnson. 1.1 the split. Johnson working on the back of Enoch here. Pushing a little wide, coming down to the back straightaway. Johnson in that all white number 1. .30 down, 30 seconds to go. St. Martin 43 and a 4.03. Johnson 43 and a 4.05, down to a 42 and a 4 flat now. Enoch on a 40, Mertez on 38. Five seconds to go. St. Martin smooth and in control, 5.6, 5.6. Keep going, keep going. And everybody is done. David St. Martin going to take that one. 43 and a 4.03. Johnson, 42 and a 4 flat. 40 and a 4 flat for Enoch. 38 and a 403 for Jason Mertez. Race number 2. Looks like the first heat of stock short course coming up next year. What's that? You are not. Next one. All right. Mertez, you can go on that far side if you'd like. He's going to grab his ride and head on over there. Mertez trying to up the efficiency here. Just need a check-in from Kevin Ross. Ross making his way over here. Throwing the body clips on right now, making his way out. Stock short course race number 2. These guys all warmed up, chomping at the bit here. Ross haphazardly tosses his truck onto the track. Ross going to get a couple laps here watching on the front straightaway. Then once we're all ready, the order is going to go Rick Nicholas, followed by Steve Haler, Matthew Wandry, Stephen Key in the 4, Kevin Ross in the 5. So let's line them up. We got Nicholas, Haler, Wandry, Key, and Ross. All right, Rick, the field is yours. Nice and slow, nice and slow. Easy, easy, easy. Get up there, Kevin. Where you going, Wandry? He's Matthew wandering. All right, one more time around. Slow, slow, slow. And go, go, go. Here we go. Oh, man, chaos in the first corner. Rick Nicholas leading us out here around the way. Wandry. Rick in that silver, red, and blue. Wandry in that conglomeration of colors. A little bit of blue, a little bit of purple. Power sliding in around 3 and 4. Rick, 5-2, hot lap early on here. Lapping consistently into 5-3s. Oh, man, 3 and 4, 3 and 4. Clear, clear, clear. 45 seconds in, 3:15 to go. Couple of these guys clicking some long laps, so Rick Nicholas out front, 2.3. The gap over Wandry in a 2. Stephen Key in that 3 spot, followed by Ross and Haler. Rick working 1 and 2 right now. Silver, red, and blue. Working on the back of Wandry here. Stephen Key in that 3 spot. He's in that Tiger looking number 38. Oh, man, Haler gets into the back of him. Ross catching a stray. Nicholas getting caught up a little bit here. 2:40 to go. $1:30 in, 2:30 to go. Nicholas now Key up to the 2 spot, followed by Haler. $2:15 to go. Rick working in a 1 and 2 right now. 44 and a 4:02 pace. Haler up in that 2 spot. 39 and a 4:04.6. Key on a 0.8. Those guys separated by just a couple tenths of a second. Haler in that green with the white, working in a 3 and 4 right now. Stephen Key in that Tiger with the number 38. Haler throwing down a couple tenths faster of a lap last time by, puts him to the 2 spot. Key down to the 3, followed by Ross and Wandry. 1:40 to go. Oh, man, watching 3 and 4. Ross coming up to speed there. Hard contact with the exterior wall. Wandry getting out in the toolies there. Wandry trying to run it like it's a World Outlaws, pushing the high side. 2:40 down, 1:20 to go. Nicholas, 44 and a 4:03. Haler maintained that 2 spot. 40 lap run for him, 40 for Key. 39 for Ross and a 38 for Wandry. 1 minute left to go. Oh, man, Rick dodging a bullet there. Wandry up on his lid. Key around the outside. Good driving here from the stock short course heat number 1. Rick Nicholas, peripheral vision, sighted in properly this evening. That's silver, red, and blue. That's your leader working into the 3 right now. 44 and a 4:03, the pace off of Nicholas. 15 seconds to go. Race clock about to expire here. Keep it clean to the end, clean to the end. And everybody is done. Rick Nicholas going to take that one. 44 and a 4:03. Haler with a 40 and a 4 flat. 40 and a 4:01 for Key. 39 for Ross. 38 for Matthew Wandry. Oh, yeah, a little bit more stock short cars coming up next here. We got Lenhart, Marzinski, Coles, Jason Martez, and David St. Martin. Who we missing up there? Oh, here come Martez. All right, race number 3, stock short cars. Let's roll them around. Let's warm them up. Couple warm-up laps here. That order one more time. You're going to line them up on the front straightaway right directly in front of you. It's going to be Lucas Lenhart, Robert Marzinski, Shane Coles, Jason Mertez, David St. Martin. So Lucas in the 1, Robert in the 2, Shane Coles 3, Jason Mertez 4, and David St. Martin in the 5. All right, everybody all checked in here, warmed up. Let's line them up directly in front of you. Line them up, Lucas. You set the tone here. You show us where to go. Line them up by Lucas Lenhart in that all green. It's going to go Lucas Robert. Then it's going to go Shane Coles, Mertez, and David St. Martin. All right, nice and slow, easy opening lap here. Lucas, it's all you. And go, go, go. Here we go. Another heat of stock short course on the track. St. Martin. All these guys very close. Oh, man. St. Martin opening up with the best lap. Oh, watch coming out of 2. 2. Clear now. Marzinski going for a tumble. 30 seconds in, 3:30 to go. Shane Coles, your leader. Orange and white. Working out of 4 right now. 43 lap run. Coles looking to put it second on the grid. Current top qualifying position. Rick Nicholas with a 44 and a 4:03. Watch it out of 2. 2. Go high in 2. Clear now. 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Clear, clear, clear. This one, a little bit of chaos. 1 minute in, 3 minutes to go. Shane Coles out front, 44 and a 4:05. St. Martin, 42 and a 4:01. 40 for Lenhart, 35 for Marzinski and Mertez. 2:45 to go. Coles, 5-3 across the line. He's got a hot lap of a 5-2. St. Martin's got a 5-5. 5-8 for Lenhart. 5-4 Marzinski. 5-7 for Mertez. 1:30 and 2:30 to go. Oh, man, Mertez a little crossed up. Hangs on. Marzinski going for a tumble. Oh, front straightaway, front straightaway. They're linked. 2:15 to go. Coles, 44 and a 4:02 now, up on a TQ run. Looking to dethrone the once-a-year Oval King of Rick Nicholas. Nicholas always itching for that Oval week here. Usually he busts out a truck, a NAS truck. I haven't seen that yet. 1:45 to go. Coles get a little bit faster now. 44 and a 4 flat. Watch it in 1 and 2. Clear now. Mertez getting up to speed. St. Martin up in that 2 spot. 4.9 to split. 44 lap run for Coles. 43 for St. Martin. 5-4 across the line for him. Hot lap there for St. Martin. Watch it in 2. 2. Oh, man. Marshall doing what he can. Mertez going around the high side. Haler taking one in the foot. 1:15 to go. Coles, St. Martin, Lenhart. Lenhart going to click a long one. 6-2. Marzinski into 4. Mertez into 5. 1:05 to go. Slash, Street Stock, you guys are up next. Watch your front straightaway. Clear now. 45 seconds to go. Coles, St. Martin. Coles, 44 and a 4 flat and holding. Looking to put it top of the board here. Stock short course. St. Martin looking to put it P3 right now. 43 lap run for him. 39 for Lenhart. 38 for Marzinski. Mertez with a 33. 15 seconds to go. Oh, man, hard contact with the back straightaway wall. I could tell by the smile on his face that that was Lucas Lenhart. Keep going, guys. Keep going. And everybody is done. St. Martin giving Lenhart a little business there after the whistle. Coles going to take that one. Going to sneak that TQ. 44 and a 4:02 to Rick Nicholas's 44 and a 4:03.0. Coles getting it by 0.8. St. Martin 43 lap run. 39 for Lenhart, 38 for Marzinski, 33 for Mertez. All right. A little bit of slash street stock coming up next. Oh, man, we got 7 of them in this one. Who are my other guys? Where's the rest of them? Enoch. Kevin Schrader, I know, pitted in the basement. Hey, Dad. There it is. Oh, man, I got to check everybody's transponder. Chris Johnson. Andy Everett. Steve Key. Who is that? That's you, Enoch? Man, your transponder coming up as Corey Lieber. Why don't you, who else is up there? I'm missing one more guy. Everybody go around one more time. Mike St. Martin, yeah, cross the line for me. No Matthew Wandry. I don't know, he signed up for Slash. All right, no Matthew Wandry. Hey, Dad, Jamie Tennis. Kevin Schrader is up. He pits in his spot. He's down in the basement, I believe. He left? Oh, well, he signed up for racing and everything. All right. We're going to adjust one transponder here. Two of them, actually. Let me get Mike St. Martin across the line one more time, followed by Jason Enoch. So Mike St. Martin. Okay, perfect. That's what I thought. Just wanted to make sure. All right. So it's going to go Jason Enoch on the 1, Chris Johnson on the 2, Mike St. Martin on the 3, Stephen Key on the 4, and Andy Everett's going to be on the 5. All right, Enoch, the field is yours. Nice and easy, nice and easy. Get up there, Everett's. And go, go, go. All right, here we go. A little Slash street stock up in here. The power of the Titan 12T ripping around this oval right now. Chris Johnson, the most powerful of the bunch. Followed by St. Martin and Key. Enoch Everett's. We're only 30 seconds in, 3:30 to go. 44 lap pace working off of Johnson. Johnson in that white with the gold. Scratch that, Johnson in that white with the blue and orange, number 5 rather. Working out of 2 right now, back straightaway. Oh man, watching the 3 and 4, 3 and 4. Parking lot in 3 and 4. Oh man, get out of there, Robert. Robert almost taking one in the ankle there. St. Martin to the point now. 43 lap run for him. Johnson in that 2 spot, but now it's Steve Key up in the 2. Right now, Key, Johnson, and Everett's all on 39 lap runs. Enoch on a 36. 120 in, 240 to go. Slash street stock working around the track right now. It starts with St. Martin in that white with the gold, number 77. 42 lap pace. 3.7 the gap over Chris Johnson. Johnson and Key separated by 0.3 of a second for the number 2 spot. Key in that red, white, and black. A little bit of gray in there, I believe. Number 70 working out of 1 and 2. Johnson take over that 2 spot yet again. Key down to the 3, 0.4 to split. 2:05 in, 1:55 to go. It starts with St. Martin. Watch coming out of 4, 4. Johnson on his lid there. That's going to move Key up to the 2 spot. Here come Enoch now. Enoch up to the 4. Everett's down to the 5. 1:35 to go. Oh man, Enoch all crossed up. Collecting our leader, Mike St. Martin, 1:15 to go. Key within 2.7 now. St. Martin got to keep it clean up front. He's in that white and gold, number 77, working on the back straightaway. 3 down, 1 to go. 5.6 last time by for St. Martin, 42 and a 4.02. Stephen Key, 41 and a 4 flat, 2.8 the gap. 50 seconds to go. Johnson in a 3, followed by Enoch and Everett's. Enoch on his lid there. That's going to move Everett's back to the 4 spot. And it does. 35 seconds to go. $20 seconds to go. Watch it in the back straight. Clear now. St. Martin, Key, Johnson. Johnson trying to reel in Key here. Not enough time to do it. 5 seconds to go. Key just got to keep it clean. Johnson going for the dirty move. Keep going, keep going. Everybody is done. Mike St. Martin going to take the TQ for round number 1. 42-lap run. Key with a 41 and a 401. 41-402 for Chris Johnson. 38 and a 401 for Enoch. 38 and a 402 for Andy Everett. Close racing here in a slash street stock. All right, our marshal's spreading out here. We'll take 2 in the middle. The other guys spread out amongst the exterior. Johnson got over there. Key and Everett's got over there. 21.5 spec buggy. Let's roll them around. Let's check them in. Final race around here, warming them up. 21.5 spec buggy. We'll take a little short break after this. Just a little short one. All right, let's back them down, back them down. Let's set our order here. It's going to be Tim Markham on the number 1. Steve Haler on the number 2. Fran Bonji on the number 3. Ella Everett's on the 4. Derek Murray on the 5. And Kevin Ross going to be on the number 6. All right, nice and easy, nice and slow. Tim Markham, lead them around. Nice and slow. Everybody group up here. Nice and slow, nice and slow. Everybody group up, get a little closer in the back there. Keep going. We're going to go one more time around, just like that, how you are right now. Maybe a little less there, Kevin. Nice and easy, nice and easy. And go, 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 go. Watch in the back straight away. Here we go, 21.5 spec buggy. Bonji, Murray, Ross, Haler, Markham, and Everett's. Now it's Markham, Haler, Everett's. 30 seconds in, 3:30 to go. Bonji on a 43-lap run. Murray on a 42. Ross on a 42. Haler on a 41. Markham on a 40. Ella on a 40. Watch coming out of 2. Ella going to get a little crossed up there. 3:15 to go. Oh, man, Markham up on the berm there, hanging on. Markham looking smooth out there, throwing on a 5.6 last time. That was his hot lap. Hot lap at a race. Bonji with a 5.5. All these drivers very close, 2:50 to go. Bonji out front, 43 and a 401. Murray on a 42 and a 401. 42 and a 402 for Haler. 42 and a 404 for Ross. 41 and a 403 for Tim Markham, and 39 lap run. Working for Ella Everett's right now, 2:25 to go. Watching the back straight, coming out of 2. And 4. Go low, low, low. Good marshal in there from Everett and Enoch. 2:10 to go. Bonji, Haler, Ross. Murray dropping down to the 4 spot, followed by Markham and Everett. $150 to Gill. Watching the back straight. Go low, low, low. Oh, man, that was Markham on his lid. 21.5, guys, looking smooth out there. Bonji, 43 lap run now. Haler on a 42. Ross on a 42. Watching him 1. Go low, low, low. Right in the middle, right in the middle. Bonji gets through it. 43 and a 4:02 is his pace. Haler on a 42 and a 4:03 right now. Those two separated by about 3.9. Ross on a 41, 40 for Murray. Ella moving her way up to the 5 spot on a 38 lap run. Markham on 37 and a 4 flat. Bonji working the front straightaway right now, working with Markham. These guys slicing and dicing. Bonji in that red, white, and black, yellow wheels. Tight to the white line is Bonji. Smooth and consistent, working on the back of Haler here. Haler currently in that number 2 spot. These guys separated by about 4.4 up front. Ross and Markham working together. Markham a little outside. Murray goes around the outside, sliding it out there. No contact. These guys working it. 3:40 down, 20 to go. Watch coming out of 2. Go high and 2, high and 2. Clear now, clear now. Race clock about to expire here. Bonji showing the way, followed by Haler, Ross. Then it's Murray, Everett, and Markham. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And everybody is done. Bring them in, shut them down. Fran Bonji going to take that one. 43 and a 4:04. Haler, 42 and a 4:02. 41 and a 4:03 for Kevin Ross. 41 and a 4:05 for Derek Murray. Ella, 39. Markham with a 37 that time around. All right, drivers, we're going to take a little break here. I'm going to get round 2 set up. It's going to be the same race order. You're going to go up how you finished. We'll take a little small break, so don't go too far. We'll be right back. You know it's Tuesday night because we got a shout out from Sid and G going out to Derek Murray. Whoop, whoop. Derek Murray fans in the chat. That was the request a couple weeks ago. Heats are posted, gang. Heats are posted with a little bit of modification to the slash street stock class. It's going to be the same race order. You're going to go up how you finished. Oh, man, back straight away. Clear now. I printed some heat sheets to reflect that information just in case. .164 is your best lap. Practice is on. I just don't have the words. About 2.5 minutes, guys and girls. About 2.5 minutes. We'll shut the track down here. We'll get race number 1 back out and rocking. That's going to be a little bit of SC Mod, talking about David St. Martin, Chris Johnson, Jason Enoch, Jason Mertez. You guys are going to be up in race number 1. Marshals are going to be my 21.5 spec buggy. Fran Bonji, Steve Haler, Kevin Ross, Derek Murray, Ella Everetts, and Tim Markham. In about 1 minute and 40 seconds, we're going to have race number 1. Going to be SCB Mod. David St. Martin, Chris Johnson, Jason Enoch, Jason Mertez. In about 1.5 minutes. You got a hot lap 4.16, but top 5.42, so. All right, let's do it. Round number 2. A little bit of oval on a Tuesday night here at Trackside Hobbies. And it starts with SC Mod. Talk about David St. Martin, Chris Johnson, Jason Enoch, and Jason Mertez. Marshall's going to be my 21.5 spec buggy. Most of them all are already out here, ready to roll. The always prompt Steve Haler. St. Martin throwing the body on right now. Don't plug it in backwards. Stupid two-piece body. Throwing the body clips on right now. It's round 2. A little bit of oval action at trackside here. Tearing up this oval this weekend. So if you want to race some more oval, you got till Friday. And then we're putting off-road back in. So that means track will be closed Saturday and Sunday, Monday as well, as always. We'll be racing off-road on Tuesday. He's somewhere. There he is. I know. Steve Haler's racing 2 cars. He was up here plenty of time. All right, roll him around, check him in. Couple laps of warm up here. Go ahead and warm him up. A little couple, just a few laps. Like, I don't know, 5. I don't know how many they do. Beat it. All right, let's back him down, back him down. David St. Martin going to be on the number 1. Chris Johnson going to be on the 2. Enoch making a little adjustment here. Why does he have his program box out? So it's going to be David St. Martin on the 1, Chris Johnson on the 2, Jason Enoch 3, and Jason Mertez on the 4. Easy. Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. A little bit more. It's like a parade lap, you know? Maybe a little bit more distance, just a skosh. Spread them out just a little bit. And go, 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 go. Watch coming out of 4. You guys aren't on the clock yet, so that didn't even matter. Worked out perfect. A little bit of SC mod on a Tuesday. This only happens once a year. All these SC mods bunching up close, racing nose to tail. St. Martin leading out the field, but it's Chris Johnson leading out the time. Him and St. Martin separated by 0.3 of a second. Reverse order, how you see him on track. Johnson in that white with the gold. St. Martin orange and blue. Enoch in that 3 spot, followed by Mertez. Oh, man, Mertez, hard contact. Watch out, 4. Johnson giving a little elbow there to St. Martin. Gives one right to Enoch as well. All these guys landed rubber to the dirt. 110 and 250 to go. St. Martin moves to the front now. 43 lap run. Johnson on 42. Mertez 39. Enoch on a 37 and a flat. St. Martin a little crossed up in the interior there. Coming across a 6.7. Now Johnson within a couple hundredths. 130 and 230 to go. 5/100ths the separation up front. St. Martin blue and orange. Johnson white with the gold. St. Martin body scraping a little bit there. Making a little chatter. Johnson looking for a way by here. 2:05 to go. Johnson to the front now. 42 and a 4 flat to St. Martin's 42 and a 4:01. It's 1/10 a split. Enoch up to the 3 on a 39 and a 4 flat. 39 and a 4:03 for Mertez. So it's 2 separate battles out here. 1:45 to go. St. Martin at the point. Johnson takes it right back. Hundredths up front. Johnson in the white. St. Martin blue and orange. These guys working out of 2. Mertez low contact with the front side straightaway wall. Back and forth, back and forth. Mertez gets in a little bit too aggressive there on the berm, tumbling. Everett's was on it. 1:15 to go. St. Martin 43 and a 405.1. Johnson 0.6. Oh man, Enoch and Mertez get together. They sandwich St. Martin. Johnson going around the outside, gets denied there by Mertez. .4 the split up front now. 40 seconds to go. St. Martin and Johnson. Enoch up into 3. 40 lap pace for him now. Mertez on a 38. 35 seconds to go. Mertez up on a berm there. A little too much, gets loose coming out of 4. St. Martin looking to the inside, almost dived a little too early. 15 seconds to go. Johnson taking 2/10 off St. Martin last time by. St. Martin 5.7, Johnson 5.6. Another 10th there. Hard contact for Enoch. 5 seconds to go. Keep going, keep going. Mertez dragging hard. Keep going, keep going. And that's it, shut him down. St. Martin gonna take it. 42 and a 402.1. Johnson 0.9. Enoch with a 40 and a 403. Mertez 37 and a 405. That's a pretty exciting SC mod race. Hold the cars, hold the cars. Let me get my marshals out there. All right, roll them around, check them in. A little bit of stock short horse here. All right, back him down, back him down. The order in this, I'm going to go Rick Nicholas, going to be on the 1. Steve Haler going to be on the 2. Keep going, Rick. Stephen Key going to be on the 3. Kevin Ross on the 4. Matthew Wandry on the 5. All right, nice and smooth. Nice and easy, nice and easy. And go, go, go. Everybody on the clock here. Good, smooth start from stock short course. Traditional off-road vehicles working around the oval track. Ross making a little contact with the pole there. Shoots some loose material out on the race line. I don't know if that was strategy or what. That was on lap 2. Ross playing some secret maneuvers out here. Pulling out all the stops in the oval. Hard contact with the outside wall. It's Wandry. .50 seconds in, 3:10 to go. It's none other than Rick Nicholas out front on a 45-lap run. Rick looking to put a TQ early on here. 1 minute in, 3 minutes to go. Rick, silver, red, and blue, working on the back of Key. Coming in hot to that corner there. Key giving him just enough room. 45 and a 404. Haler up in that 2 spot on a 43-lap run. Key on a 41. 39 for Ross, 38 for Wandry, 2:40 to go. Watching it 4. Ross up on 2 wheels. Go high, Rick. Clear now. Ross succumbed to his own trap there, I think. Hit those loose marbles, a little bit of debris in the 3 and 4 corner. Watching the back straightaway. Clear now. Wandry getting back up to speed here. .150 and 2:10 to go. Rick down to a 44 and a 4 flat, now still on a TQ pace, working off of Nicholas. Him and Key working together. Leader will be coming up on Haler next. Haler currently in that 2 spot. Steve on a pace to put himself 3rd on the grid right now. Him and Rick working together. Haler trying to set pace off of Rick Nicholas now. Steve and Key in that 3 spot. 1, 2, and 3 working the front straightaway. That's how you see them. That's how they are. Nicholas back on that 45 lap pace. Haler on a 43. Key on a 41. Wandry up in a 4 spot now on a 39. Ross on a 39. 1:30 to go. Rick Nicholas, smooth and consistent, working with Wandry there. 1:10 to go. 45 lap pace and maintaining. Watching it 4, 4, 4. Oh, man. Key T-boning Ross right there. He said, get that piece of junk out of my way. "40 seconds to go. Rick, Steve, Haler, Steve Key. Followed by Wandry and Ross. Rick working up into some traffic now. 25 to go. Silver, red, and blue. That is your leader. Working out of 4. Working with Key. Key give him a little room there in 3 and 4. Good driving there off of Key and Rick Nicholas. Those guys both avoiding the Wandry Haler debacle. Oh, man, Haler stumbling, tumbling into the corner 3. Little shake of the head and away he rolls. 5 seconds to go. And that's it. Bring him in. Shut him down. Shut him down. Rick Nicholas going to take over the top qualifying position tentatively here in the stock short course division. 45 and a 405. Haler with a 42 and a 404. Going to maintain that 4 spot here tentatively. Stephen Key, 41 and a 4 flat. 39 for Wandry. 38 for Kevin Ross. All right, these marshals spreading out here. A little bit more stock short course coming up next. Shane Coles, David St. Martin, Lucas Lenhart, Robert Marzinski, and Jason Mertez. Here come DSM. Mertez over there, head down, elbows out, working his way out here. We already got Coles. We got Lenhart. We got Marzinski. We got marshals. Here come Jason Mertez. Nice. Stuck it. Easy, 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 easy. Woo-hoo-hoo. Needle threading up there. Flossing. Robert Marzinski, DDS. All right, let's roll him around. Let's get some warm-up laps down here. Watching 2, 2, 2. Woo-hoo-hoo. Wow. Threaded the needle there. All right, drivers, let's back him down. Let's back him down. It's going to be Shane Coles on the 1, David St. Martin on the 2, Lucas Lenhart on the 3, Lucas Lenhart on the 3. Marzinski on the 4. Jason Mertez going to be on the 5. All right, nice and slow, just like that. Perfect distance there. And green, green, green. That was a perfect rollout, perfect distance, and a perfect start from the stock short course division here, heat number 2. These guys know how to do it. We're looking to challenge Rick Nicholas's 45 and a 4:05. Only 3 laps in the books, and Shane Cole's throwing a 46 pace out early on here. Early pace, always a little bit quicker though. Cars start to taper off just a little bit. Motor warms up. So that could fall off just a little bit here. Cole's at a 46 and a 4:05. 3:15 to go. St. Martin up in the 2, followed by Marzinski. Those two separated by a couple seconds. Then it's Lenhart Mertez. 3:05 to go. Mertez up on that outside wall. Cole's your leader. White and orange. Working through 1 and 2 right now. Watching the front straightaway. St. Martin around the outside. Three and four. All these guys grouping up. Cole's getting caught up in that. So Cole's going to remain out front right now, but he's down to a 44 and a 4:01. Got a little work to do. 44 and a 4 flat now. Trying to chase after Rick Nicholas's 45 lap run. St. Martin on a 44 and a 4:02. 42 for Marzinski. 42 for Lenhart. Those two separated by 1.3. Mertez on a 30 lap run right now. 2:15 to go. Watching 2. Go low in 2. Clear now. Cole's back on that 45 lap pace. Good enough for TQ with 150 to go. 45 and a 4:03. White and the orange is your leader, working that stripe right now. 5:3 across the line. He's got a hot lap of a 5:2. St. Martin throwing down a 5:2 last time by. St. Martin up in that 2 spot, about 1.4 the separation. 5:2 to a 5:3. Cole's St. Martin. Lenhart up in the 3. 42 lap run for him. St. Martin up on a 45 lap pace now. 120 to go. Second place car working on Marzinski. Work together. Back straight, back straight, back straight. Clear now. 1:05 to go. Cole's and St. Martin. Cole's looking to put a TQ. St. Martin looking to put a second on the grid now. Moving on up here. Both these guys looking to knock Rick Nicholas down to the 3 spot. I hear a boo from the crowd. Rick Nicholas fans do not like that. Watching the back straight. Go low, 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 low. Still there, still there. Clear now. Good marshal in there from Haler. 30 seconds to go. Watching him 2. Go low in 2. Low in 2. Haler all over the place here. Agile like a cat. Meow. 10 seconds to go. Watch coming out of 2. Oh, man, Mertez narrowly avoids our leader there. 8 seconds to go. It's Cole's and St. Martin. 1.3 to split. Cole's got to keep it clean here. Pushing a little wide on the back straightaway. Keep going, keep going. Marzinski upside down. Watch it out of 2. St. Martin giving him a little elbow on the way by. And that's it. Bring him in, shut him down. Shane Coles and David St. Martin going 1 and 2 on the order. 45 and a 4:03 for Coles. 45 and a 4:04 for St. Martin. Lenhart sneaks the 3 spot in that heat. 42 and a 4:03. He's going to end up P4 overall. Marzinski 41 and a 4:07. Mertez with a 32 lap run. I was going to say, I would not do that. Leave the radio in the car on the track, in the middle of the track. Seems like a little risky endeavor to me. Yeah, right. One time Spencer Rivkin did that, and he was like, if this was a straightaway, that was the section he was in, and a car went over the pipe and still went straightaway speed in the infield, cleaned his radio out. Yeah. All right. Let's roll him around. Let's warm him up. Let's check him in. Let's do all those things. A little bit of slash, street, stock. All right, Mike St. Martin going to be on the 1. Stephen Key going to be on the 2. Chris Johnson on the 3. Jason Enoch on the 4. And Andy Everett's going to be on the 5. All right, let's roll him around nice and smooth. Roll him around. Nice and easy. And go, go, go. Oh, yeah, slash, street stock. Titan 12 turns, just singing out there. Love to hear that Titan 12 turn. Reminds me of my slash enduro excellency earlier this year. Shout out Team Black Chihuahua if you're watching, and Team TLR. Mike St. Martin, early leader. 43 lap run. Key on a 42. Enoch 41. 39 for Johnson. 33 for Everett. 3:10 to go. St. Martin. White and gold. 77. Key in that red, gray, and white. Number 70. Enoch up into 3. Johnson, Everett's. 110 and 250 to go. Watch it at 4, 4, 4. Long lap for St. Martin. Going to move Enoch to the point. Separation just 1/10. St. Martin taking it right back. 8/1000ths to split now. Enoch back to the point. Enoch in that gray with the green, number 69. Down the back straightaway, working with Johnson here. These guys working together. Enoch giving Johnson a little room. Enoch, no stranger to working with Johnson. Watch it in 2 or 3, 3. Everybody bunching up now. Flexing, Lex, and Enoch on his lid. St. Martin going to move back to the front. 125 to go. Stephen Key up to the 2 spot. Stephen Key to the point now. 42 and a 404 creeping up on that TQ territory. St. Martin had taken it right back. Half a second to split. St. Martin and Key. Both these guys flirting with a TQ pace right now. Currently held by Mike St. Martin in round number 1. 42 and a 403. 3 down, 1 to go. 3 down, 1 to go. 4, 4. Go high. Good marshal in there from Lenhart. Kinda. Couldn't get it out of his hand. Stuck on there. 3:20 now, 40 seconds to go. St. Martin Key. Hard contact there from Everett and Johnson. "25 seconds to go. St. Martin, number 77, white with the gold. 42 and a 4:03. Out front, attempting to reset the TQ right now. Stephen Key, 41 and a 4 flat, up to a 42 lap pace now. Enoch, 41, 40 for Johnson. Everett's on a 38 and a 4 flat. 5 seconds to go. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And that's it. Back 'em down. Mike St. Martin gonna win that heat. Not gonna reset the TQ, about a 10th off of the round 1 TQ. 42 and a 4:03.2. Steve Key, 42 and a 4:05. Enoch, 41 and a 4:01. Good enough for third on the grid. Gonna bump Johnson down a spot. Johnson, 40 lap run that time by. Everett's with a 39. Marshall spreading out here. Final race it around, looking to transpire. I'm talking about 21.5 spec buggy. In this one, we got a Fran Bonji, Steve Haler, Kevin Ross, Derek Murray, Ella Everett, and Tim Markham. That is also the order. Let's warm them up. Let's check them in. All right, let's back him down. Let's back him down. Fran Bonji going to be on the number 1. Steve Haler going to be on the number 2. Kevin Ross on the 3. Derek Murray on the 4. Ella Everett's on the 5. And Tim Markham going to be on the 6. All right, Fran Bonji, the field is yours. One time around, nice and slow. And go, go, go. Here we go, little 21.5 spec buggy, final race it around. We're shooting for Fran Bonji's 43 and a 4:04 top qualifying pace from round number 1. Bonji showing out front early on here, followed by Haler Ross. Then it's Murray, Markham, and Everett. Bonji, 44 lap pace early on here. Red, white, and black. That is your leader. Bonji working in 1 and 2 right now. Got that thing slammed to the ground. Looking good out there in the 21.5 spec buggy class. Haler up in that 2 spot. Only a half a second to split up front. Haler in that white, green, and purple. Working up a bit of traffic here. Him and Bonji, all 4 of these buggies working together. Ella and Tim working it out. Second place on the back of Markham. Work together, work together. Patience is a factor. Oh, man, Ella gets a little loose or a little wide. Didn't see what happened exactly, but her and Markham get together just a bit. Ella looking to dive to the inside of Ross there. 125 and 235 to go. Bonji, 43 and a 4 flat. 43 and a 4:03 for Steve Haler. So we're in TQ territory right now. Bonji got to keep it clean. Ross in that 3 spot, 42 and a 4:02. Murray, 42 and a 4:03. 41 for Markham, 40 for Ella Everett. 2, 10 to go. Bonji working out of 2 right now, into 3 and 4. White, black, and gray. That is your leader. A little bit of red in there. Bonji coming up on Murray and Ella. Murray, a little contact with Ella there. Ends up on his lid. Back on the rubber he goes. Work together, work together. Good driving there. 2, 15 down, 1:45 to go. Bonji and Haler. Both these guys working a TQ run right now, looking to put it 1 and 2 on the grid. Second place car working on the back of Ella. Work together. Leader working into 3 and 4. Ella giving Haler a little bit of room there. Tucks in right behind him. 1:15 to go. 1 point for the split up front. Ross maintained that 3 spot, about 3 seconds off our lead battle. Followed by Murray, Markham, and Everett. 1:05 to go. Watching the backstraight. Go low, low, low. Oh, man. Ross getting caught up. Bonji getting caught up. Watching the 3 and 4. 3 and 4. Go low, low, low. Bonji getting stuck out there on the toolies. That's going to move Haler to the point. Haler, though, got to shave a couple tenths here. We're a half a second off the TQ pace right now. New leader is that white, green, and purple working on the back of Bonji. On the front straightaway go Haler. 43 and a 404.8. Current TQ is a .3. So Haler got to shave some time. He's only got 25 seconds left to do it. Bonji maybe looking to pull some sort of strategic advantage here. He's working in front of Haler on track, but behind him on time. Haler not quite close enough to force the issue. These guys nose to tail working in 1 and 2. 4 seconds to go. Keep it clean to the end, clean to the end. Ella giving him room. Oh, man, we're slicing and dicing. Keep going, keep going. Very close here. Haler up on 2 wheels, hangs on. Keep going. And that's it. Everybody is done. Haler going to take the heat, but Bonji going to hang on to the TQ. Good racing there in the 21-5 division. Very, very close at the end. That was awesome. Haler, 43 and a 405. Bonji, 42 lap run. 41 for Ross. 41 for Markham. Separation there, just a half a second. Murray with a 41. Ella with a 40 that time around. Maybe you should. We should have a little headset, and then the camera needs to be right here, so we can switch to the camera. So don't go too far. We're going to get the main set up right now. We're going to take a little break. Then we're going to get locked and loaded here for the main events Tuesday night. A little bit of oval. Trackside Hobbies, Brookfield, Wisconsin. Oh, yeah, right? I could. It would just be over the loudspeaker. I mean, I am, but this is here and online. Should we run 10 short courses in the main? Let me know in the chat. I heard some yeses in the crowd. I think that would be fun. It might be a little chaotic, though. You have to ask my dad. He knows exactly how big it is. Because they did the little run line. What? 4. Yeah, they did the run line, so ask Dad. He'll know exactly what it is. If anybody isn't going to run their main, please come let me know. Make it pretty good time, so I figured everybody probably hang out. We are losing one race, so a lot of people are going to be back-to-back. There's not really too much to be done about that. So I'll give you a couple extra minutes here, but a lot of people are going to be back-to-back, and I'm going to need some volunteer. I'm going to need maybe one volunteer marshal for race number 3. So stock short course, hey, main, you guys are going to be up first. All of you. All 10 of you. I think we can easily fit 10 out there. I think that'll be good. I think it'll be fun. We just had to take it really easy in the opening lap, the little parade lap. Not get too close. We want to try and operate with the gap being similar to the off-road grid, but just a little bit smaller. Not too close. Slash street stock, you guys are going to be in race number 2, followed by SC Mod, and then we're going to close it out in true Tuesday night off-road style with a little bit of 21.5 spec buggy. I'm going to put the timer on the screen right now. I'm going to send the mains to the printer. They're also on trackside.liverc.com. You will not find them at islandspeedway.liverc.com. Oh, you didn't hear me? You wanted the best, you got them, 4 abreast. We're doing a greatest show on dirt style. Yeah, I'm going to throw it up here in a minute. I'm slacking. I'm jibber-jabbering here a little bit. All right, there's a timer on the screen. If you need more time, please let me know. Mike Burby online. I'm wondering if that is the one and only Burby that I grew up knowing. If so, that's pretty cool. Burby, haven't seen you in a long time. At home working on some bikes, watching a little bit of Tuesday night oval at trackside. I'm going to go down in my dad's pit right now and tell him that Burby is online. David St. Martin. Henry's in the chat. Is he even allowed on the computer today? All right. Just checking. He does say good luck, though, to you, Andy, and Ella. And Mike Burby says, sup, Jamie? All right. Stock short course A main drivers start lining them up. 21.5 spec buggy. Make your way out to the racetrack, get that thing blown off, prepared, all that good stuff. Dennis Polson online says, tell Jason Enoch to take some tips from Mike St. Martin. He said you got to take some tips from Mike St. Martin. Put some respect on his name. All right, 21.5 guys out to Marshall. I need 2 in the middle, 2 in the exteriors. Short course A main, full 10 truck field coming up to the racetrack here. Some of these guys back to back. Haler racing, Ross racing. Derek Murray, you want to slide into the chair spot for me? Thank you, sir. Might as well do it now before there's 10 trucks ripping around. It's hard to find a little window to run across when there's 10 trucks out there. Here comes St. Martin up to the stand. St. Martin, your second qualifier in the short course division. All right, let's warm them up. Let's warm them up. There's 10 trucks here. Remember what I said earlier about taking it really easy on that opening lap. Going to give each other about 2 feet of gap. We're going to take it real nice and slow and smooth and easy. Just like that, yes. Princess wave. Watch it in 3 and 4, 3 and 4. All right, let's slow him down. Let's line him up here. Shane Cole's going to be on the number 1. Let's just grid him up here before we roll him. So Shane Cole's on the 1 all the way. Keep going, Shane, all the way to the... Right there, right there, right there. So Shane Cole's on the 1. David St. Martin on the 2. Rick Nicholas going to be on the 3. Lucas Lenhart on the 4. Steve Haler on the 5. Stephen Key on the 6. Rob Marzinski on the 7. Kevin Ross on the 8. 9 going to be Matthew Wandry, and 10 going to be Jason Mertez. All right, guys. We're going to maintain this gap. We're going to roll them around nice and slow. Coles, you got the field. And go, go, go. Here we go. Stock short course A main. Ross down a cylinder or something. Off and rolling here. Shane Coles leading the way. Nicholas challenging David St. Martin for the 2 spot early on here. Nicholas gets to the inside of St. Martin. St. Martin catching a little lap traffic. Watch it in 4. Go high. Coles out front, followed by Rick. 1 and 2, working into 1 and 2 right now. Coming up on Steve Key. Nicholas, little fender action there with Key. 40 seconds in, 3:20 to go. Coles, Nicholas, St. Martin, Haler. Then it's Lenhart, Key, Wandry, Mertez, Ross, Marzinski tapping out here. Coles, your leader in that white with the orange. Working on the back of Lenhart here. Rick Nicholas in a 2. Hot on his bumper. Second place on Lenhart. Work together, work together. St. Martin up into 3. St. Martin not too detached from this lead battle here. 1 and 2, working into 1 and 2. Coles in the white and orange. Rick Nicholas in that silver, red, and blue. Rick looking to the inside there, watching a 3 and 4. Go low. We're coming up on a whole mess of traffic. Mertez, a little contact with Nicholas. Coles breathing a little sigh of relief here. St. Martin gets it wrong. All these guys jumbling about. Now it's Steve Haler to the 3 spot. Lenhart to the 4, followed by Key, St. Martin, Wandry, Ross, and Mertez. Coles working out of 4, 2:10 to go. Nicholas still in that 2 spot. Second place on St. Martin, second place on St. Martin. Watch it in 1 and 2, go high in 1 and 2, high in 1 and 2. Oh man, Nicholas tagging Mertez right there. Leader working on the back of Wandry and Lenhart. Work together, we're side by side. Coles gets caught up, Coles on his lid. Rick Nicholas gonna go by. Steve Haler gonna go by. 1:35 to go. Rick Nicholas out front, working on the back of Lenhart here through 1 and 2. Ross gets it wrong, Lenhart gets it right. Silver, red, and blue is your leader. 1 and 2, go high in 1 and 2. Off the berm in 1 and 2. Wandry getting beat around like a ping pong ball out there. Key on his lid. 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Oh, man. 1:10 to go. It's Nicholas and Coles. Then it's Haler, St. Martin, Lenhart. That's the top 5. Rick Nicholas working in a 1 and 2 right now. Coles working out of 3 and 4. Rick got about a half a track lead on Shane Coles right now. Coles got about a third of a track lead on Steve Haler. And it's St. Martin in the 4, followed by Lenhart, Key, Ross, Wandry, and Mertez. Lenhart and Key, that's a battle. Lenhart in that forest green, Stephen Key in that number 38 tiger stripe. Key giving our leader a little bit of room there. Rick Nicholas making his way through. Working on the front straightaway is our leader. 20 seconds to go. Nicholas, Coles, Haler, top 3. St. Martin in a 4, followed by Lenhart. Top 5 race clock about to expire here. We're 10 trucks deep, and it is awfully clean. Oh, man, spoke too soon. Watch it in 1 and 2. One more to finish. It's Stephen Key, and that's it. Bring him in, shut him down. Rick Nicholas gonna take the win. 2-wheel drive, stock short course here at Trackside Hobbies. Shane Coles gonna take the 2. Steve Haler with the 3. Then it's David St. Martin in the 4. Followed by Lenhart, Key, Ross, Wandry, and Mertez. / street stock. Here comes Steve Key. Like I said, we lost one race, so there's going to be some back-to-backs. We got a little patience around here. We're making good time. It's only 9 p.m. Might as well run 3 more rounds of mains. All right, let's roll them around. Let's warm them up. Watch out for Mertez in 1 and 2. Ooh, long leg maneuver right there from Mertez. That was like right out of a cartoon. These guys ready to go. Let's line them up here. Mike St. Martin going to be on the number 1. Stephen Key going to be on the number 2. Followed by Jason Enoch on the number 3. Chris Johnson on the 4. And Andy Everett's going to be on the 5. All right, / street stock A main. Mike St. Martin, the field is yours. Nice and easy, nice and easy. And go, go, go. Key looking to make a move early on lap number 1. Gets to the inside of St. Martin. There goes Enoch as well. Here comes Johnson. St. Martin from the penthouse to the outhouse on lap number 1. Johnson going to get crossed up. Everett's going to give him a little fender there. He didn't crash you. He didn't bump you. He rubbed you. And Robinson is racing. Oh, man, Key getting a little crossed up. Enoch catching a little bit of action from that as well. Those guys are 1 and 2. Key in that red, white, and gray. Working the front straightaway right now, number 70. Enoch in that number 69. Johnson up in the 3 spot on his lid, out of 4. Johnson in number 5, going to roll over, lose that spot to St. Martin. Johnson down to the 4, followed by Everett's. 1 minute in, 3 minutes to go. It starts with Stephen Key. Red and white, number 70, working out of 2. Key giving Andy Everett's a little bit of action right there. 1:15 in, 2:45 to go. Key looking to stretch it out here. Enoch catches a little too much curving. St. Martin going to go by. Up to the 2 spot for St. Martin. Johnson up in the 3, followed by Enoch and Everett's. 1:30 in, 2:30 to go. Your leader working on that front straightaway right now. Stephen Key with that red, gray, and white. St. Martin in the 2 spot. St. Martin working out of 3 and 4. Key working out of the back straight. St. Martin trying to reel in Steve Key right now. 2:05 to go. Key, your leader, working out of 2. St. Martin working out of 4. So Key working into the peripheral vision on the back bumper of St. Martin. And just like that, Johnson going to move on by. That's your battle working on the front straightaway right now. Johnson in that blue, white, and orange gets into Everett's a little bit. St. Martin going to go back by. 1:45 to go. Key, your leader, working down the front straight. Looking smooth out there. St. Martin maintained that 2 spot. St. Martin working the back straight right now. Johnson looking around the outside of Everett's. Oh, man, tries to go inside. Gets denied there. 1:20 to go. Key, St. Martin, Enoch, and Johnson. Then it's followed by Everett's. Johnson working with our leader right here. Closest battle probably for that number 4 spot. 3 spot rather, Enoch and Johnson. Enoch working on the front straightaway, all gray, number 69. Johnson in the number 5, trying to close in. Enoch, 5.5, Johnson, 5.5. These guys matching lap times. Enoch with a 5.6, Johnson, 5.3. 45 seconds to go. Everett's gives them plenty of room there. Battle for the 3. Working in the 3 and 4 right now. 35 seconds to go. Johnson doing everything he got. Take another 2/10 off of Enoch that time by. Key remain out front. Enoch a little crossed up. Johnson going to go on by for the 3. Johnson a little crossed up. 15 seconds to go. It's Key, St. Martin. Battle is for the 3-spot. Johnson and Enoch, followed by Everett's. Johnson working on the back straightaway. 5 seconds to go. This is going to be the final lap here. Cross the line and you will be done. I'm just waiting on Key, and that's it. Bring him in, shut him down. Marshall's grab the blowers. Stephen Key going to take the win in Slash Street Stock. Mike St. Martin going to bring home the 2, followed by Chris Johnson, Jason Enoch, and Andy Everett. That'll wrap up Slash Street Stock. Coming up next, a little bit of SC Mod. All right, drivers from the last race spreading themselves out amongst the racing surface here. Dialing in the wireless mic. A little bit of SC Mod. Oh yeah, we could use, this is the one race where I need a 1 volunteer marshal. I need 1 on the exterior of 3 and 4. I just need 1 volunteer marshal for this one race. Then we should be good to go. Waiting on Mertez here. He's throwing the body clips on and all that good stuff, I believe. I don't actually see Mertez. Breadbasket Brian kicked him out of his pit spot. Oh, there's Mertez. A little bit of SC Mod. We got David St. Martin. We got Chris Johnson, Jason Enoch, and Jason Mertez. Watching the front straightaway. All right, everybody all checked in here. Breadbasket Brian going to help me out in the exterior of corners 3 and 4. The order in this one, David St. Martin's going to lead us around, followed by Chris Johnson, Jason Enoch, and Jason Mertez. All right, nice and easy, nice and easy. One more time around, one more time around. Nice and slow, nice and slow. Well, not that slow, but just, you know, a little bit slower. Oh, yeah. SC Mod. Spread them out just a skosh. And go, 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 go. Here we go. SC Mod working the track. Little 4-truck shootout here. Trackside Hobbies. Oh, man. Sliding it around that 1 and 2 is Johnson. St. Martin going to show the way. Orange and blue. Johnson in the 2 in that all white. Enoch in the 3. Followed by Mertez. Johnson scraping that body coming out of 1 and 2. St. Martin trying to pull away early here. Orange with the blue. Johnson skirting that exterior body. Them panels scraping up, getting a little, losing a little momentum there. Enoch nowhere to go. Mertez gonna attack Johnson now. Looking to the inside, nothing there. Trying to high side, no, no, no. 55 seconds in, 3:05 to go. Mertez, hard contact there with Johnson. Order gonna remain the same. St. Martin pulling away all the same. Your right rear quarter panel scraping the ground. Johnson going to bring it into the pit. So it's St. Martin out front. Battle is for that number 2 spot. Oh, not really, actually. Mertez a little bit down here. St. Martin, Enoch, and Mertez is the order. St. Martin, your leader in that orange and the blue. Enoch in the 2. He's in that number 18. Mertez in that 21. Two down, 2 to go. These guys kind of spread out in this one. St. Martin showing the way. Your top qualifier looking to get it done here in the SC Mod. 1:45 to go. A little bit of big oval action on a Tuesday night. It only happens once a year. Two, 30 down, 1:30 to go. DSM out front. Looking to put a cap on a Tuesday night here. Enoch and Mertez is the order. Only 1:15 to go, SC Mod. These guys all looking very smooth out there. Enoch a little wide in 1 and 2. St. Martin looking to put Enoch a lap down here, but he's probably not going to let that happen. St. Martin going to have to earn it. 50 seconds to go. Oh, St. Martin seemed like he loses a little bit of power. Maybe. Motor getting a little warm here. 3:30 in, 30 to go. Enoch a little up on the berm there. Trying to defend that inside line. St. Martin trying to find a clean way by. St. Martin slicing and dicing. 15 seconds to go here. It ain't a battle, but it seems like one. Enoch a little wide. St. Martin going to go on by. Enoch trying to get it right back over the top of St. Martin. That's going to be it. Cross the line, and you're going to be done. St. Martin going to go tone to tone in the SC Mod division. Enoch going to bring home the 2 spot. Mertez 3. Chris Johnson out early in the 4. A little bit of 21.5 buggy to close it out here. They both go under a chair. All right, Marshall spread out. Marshall spread out. A little bit of 21.5 buggy here. We're going to get our Marshall spread out. We need 2 in the interior. So Chris Johnson going to take an interior location for me. Except you got to be laying on your back. $21.5 buggy. All right, let's roll them around. Let's warm them up. If Sydney and G are still online, we got Eye of the Tiger bumping in here. Murray is feeling the power. All right, let's back them down. Let's back them down. Let's line them up. Behind Fran Bonji right there is good Fran. Fran Bonji going to be on the number 1 spot. Steve Haler going to be on the number 2. Kevin Ross on the 3, followed by Tim Markham going to be on the 4. Derek Murray on the 5, and Ella Everett's going to be on the number 6. All right, this is the final race of the evening. 21.5 spec buggy. Let's have some fun with it. Let's take it easy. Fran Bonji, the field is yours. Easy, easy, easy. Oh, hold on, hold on. Ross up in the 3. Bam, bam. All right, let's group them back up a little bit here. All right, we're going to get you coming out of 4, so. And go, go, go. Here we go, 21.5 spec buggy A main. Top qualifier in this one was the one, Francis Bonji. Haler 2, Ross, Everett's up to the 4. Then it's Murray and Markham. Bonji trying to pull away early in this one. Haler maintained that 2 spot. Ross in the 3. Murray up to the 4 spot now. Ella and Tim Markham having a battle for the 5. Markham to the inside. Both these drivers up on the berm here. Bonji trying to pull away. 5-7. Haler with a 5-6. Haler starting to get them tires warmed up here, getting in the groove. Murray starting to close that gap on Ross. We're only 50 seconds in, 3:10 to go. Bonji working out of 2. Across the stripe is your leader. 5-5. Haler 5-5. Ross with a 5-8. Murray 5-8. Markham 5-7. Ella with a 5-6. Murray a little bit up on 2 wheels there. Hangs on. Battle shaping up for that 3 spot. Ross in that green. Power in a pink painted wing. Murray in that all blue. 2:35 to go. Bonji working the back straightaway, sharing it with Haler. Second place car working on the back of Ella Everett's if and when. Ella taking that super low line out of 1 and 2. Murray looking to the inside of Ross. Can't make it happen. Catches a little too much berm there. Ross going to hang on. Big smile on his face. Hanging on to the number 3 spot. Ella got the second place car right around her. Watch coming out of 4. Go low out of 4. Low out of 4. Second place car on you, Ella. Right here, right here. Awesome. Perfect. Go, 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 go. Excellent driving there from Haler and Everett's. 1:45 to go. Haler starting to close in. Bonji 5-5. Haler 5-5. Taking a couple foul off him that time. Ross still maintained that 3. Murray chugging hard in the 4. Ella Everett's in the 5. Tim Markham in the 6. 1:30 to go. Oh, Ross a little crossed up there. Murray looking around the outside. Can't make it happen. Ross maintains that 3 spot. Battle working into 3 and 4. Ross in the green. Murray in the all blue. Both these guys looking at the inside berm. Oh, man. Across the bow is Murray. Keep it clean. Keep it clean. Bonji working a bit of traffic now. Red, white, and black. That is your leader working with Markham. Murray trying that move again. Denied by Ross. 55 seconds to go. Markham got the leader in front of him and second place behind him. 45 seconds to go in this one. Bonji working the traffic. Ross giving way. Leader on Ella. Ella working well. Oh, man, Markham get a little crossed up in the back straightaway. Ross get crossed up. Watch it back straight go high. Murray gonna go by. Leader on Ross. 30 seconds to go. Second place on Ross when he gets there. Right here, right here. Excellent. Go, 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 go. Keep it clean, keep it clean. Nice. Watch it in 1 and 2. Clear now. Murray on his lid. Where's Ross? Not close enough. 15 seconds to go. Haler was getting close. He could see him. 5-6 to a 5-7. Bonji going to pull away here. Race clock about to expire. Haler got to hope for something right here. Bonji keeping it clean, and that's going to seal the deal. Waiting on Ross, and that's it. Bring him in. Shut him down. Fran Bonji going to take the win. 21.5 spec buggy. Haler going to bring home the 2. Murray going to take the 3. Then it's Ross, Everett's, and Markham. All right, guys, that concludes our racing for this evening. We appreciate you all coming out. We appreciate you for watching online. If you have a tab, make sure you head to the hobby store, get it cleaned up. And if you like oval racing or you like watching oval racing, we're going to do it all again on Friday. Doors at noon, racing at 7 p.m., track rebuild this weekend. So there'll be no practice Saturday, Sunday, or Monday, but the pro shop will be open Saturday and Sunday, 11 to 4. That's all I got. You got anything you want to add, Breadbasket Brian?
Thank you, Gregory. Thank you.
We got to thank you. All right. That's all we got. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you on Friday.